Good morning. Well, today's a new day, Tuesday, day after Labor Day. Everybody should have had a very pleasant weekend. It sure was beautiful out there. I decided to start doing collective readings once a week, and I started last Tuesday, so I might as well continue on. Today's September 3rd, and this is for our collective for a week. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves again. I thought I'd consider it my collective coffee hour. And these are, I collect mugs. This one was made by my granddaughter Riley in her pottery class with all the hearts around it. It's absolutely beautiful. And it reminds me of my heart in my Lenormand cards. Anything that brings passion. So I hope you have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee and join in. Well, let's get started. Let's see what a week has in store for us. All right, here we go. Oh dear, I hate it when that card comes up in the middle. It is the ring, but the ring is not just about relationships. It's also about connections. It can be about offers. It can be about even events. So invitation-y kind of. And then we have the star, and then we have the anchor, and we have the tree, and then we have the fox, and then we have the birds, and then we have the fish, and then we have the letter, and then we have the rider. Okay, so I know what this means personally, but if I look at it from a collective standpoint, this would be talks in the financial sector with an offer. And then it can also speak of the tree being a healing card, and then the ring, it would be like a healthy connection, healthy sort of a relationship that brings wish fulfillment because the star is in the center. The fox can mean a little bit of a, cleverness. It can also mean a little bit of trickster energy. So, just be careful with your dealings. There's definitely an arrival, and there's also communication that is coming through because there's a landing after that. So we have discussions about some finances. For all you real estate people out there, this is the spread for you. I do see an offer definitely being presented. So, okay, let's continue on. Then we've got the man, we've got the tower, and we have the clouds. Then we have the clover, we have the moon, and we have the whip. And then we have the casket. Then we have the cross, and we have the bear. Well, on this particular spread, I do feel that there's some softer energies. There's also spiritual protection, and there's also a little bit of competition. Because we've got the whip and the bear, that tends to be a little bit of a competition sort of a combination, and then the cross to bear. This could also be a period of silence. It could also be a period of transition. Then we have the clover and the clouds. That would be like, don't worry about things, and that is your creative energies. Okay. The male would be a significant male in your life, the tower, and then the clouds. That could mean just a little bit of nebulousness with someone that maybe is a little on the higher up side, maybe a bank manager, maybe your boss, that sort of thing. Okay. And then in our third portrait, we have the mountain, we have the woman, we have the house, we have the book, we have the heart, my favorite heart, and then we have the sieve, and then we have the stork, we have the garden, and we have the sun. I love this spread because it always, indicates that there's going to bring something that's going to bring passion, or something that you are passionate about, that's a little on the mystery side, that's in a shared environment decision, or possibly even a cancellation. But with the sun being on the right side, I feel like that is definitely, we're going places because the stork is there. So we have a little bit of plan, unknown, mystery, and we have the mountain, which would be like a period of waiting, but it's also a new chapter, and it's also the chapter in the book and then the mountain kind of indicates, something unknown that is going to be significant, something stable, secure, and it's going to be with your places where you come together. So it could be going on a trip. It could be going. You know, I say maybe possibly to visit family, because we have the house there. I do see a little bit of change in the home environment, but everything turns out positive. So if you've had any house repairs, everything's looking good there. So let's go on to our last portrait. We've got the crossroads, we've got the flowers, and then we have the child, and we have the ship, the lily, the dog, the key, the mice, and that darn snake again. Okay, so this would be lots of nervous energies with the snake and the mice. And then we have some choices, places to go, people to see, and things to do. So definitely we have some activity going on. There's going to be a little bit of navigational situations that you're going to have to work through. And I do feel that there is some help is coming with a friend, or possibly your children and friends, and then maneuvering possibly with your animals. Maybe making plans for your animals while you're going places, because we have the ship and we have the crossroads are next to one another. So we definitely have an agenda that we're having to accomplish this week. All right, so now I'm going to lay them out. The tree is one of our corner cards, which is nice to see. That's a healing card. It's, Porter's wish fulfillment, which I have to laugh. This first lineup has the tree, the stars, and the clover. Those are all three of those are your wish fulfillment cards. And then we have the key. Yes, the last card, which is the answers. So I do feel that there is some financial question marks there because the book, and then the fish. And then we have in our center, we have the moon, which is lovely, and it's creative energies coupled with the clover there. I love to see that. I just finished doing another trunk. I found a trunk at the Goodwill for $44. This time 44, but this thing is huge. I mean, it's huge. But yesterday I went through and I put all the gold gilding on it. It turned out pretty nice. Still has its authentic rustic look. But all right, here we go. So then we have the birds and the snake as our other corner cards. That could be a little bit of, once again, the anxious energies, discussions, maneuverings, okay? But I do feel that everything works out just fine because the sun is right there. So that is the best you could have next to the snake, because that says positive resolutions. But the bear next to the sun is lovely. I mean, that's big success basically. And then the cross above the bear is spiritual protection. So I love to see that too. Let's see, we've got the man, the crossroads, the clover, the ship, the casket, coffin, whatever you want to call it, and then the key. I feel like there's definitely going to be a period of waiting, but everything is going to be absolutely beautiful because the clover is there in the middle, and with the key as the answer. So there's just going to be a little bit of a waiting period. And I would say, once again, that anticipation is part of this process. So always keep a positive attitude, because what you think, you will create. It will become your reality. And then we have the clouds, the child, the whip, the dog, the bear, and the snake. This might be a little bit more hairy. I do feel that there needs to be some, planning. There is a little bit of uncertainties, and there could actually be a little bit of a discussion here that needs to happen. So, because this is something important, because we've got the bear there. Then we've got the birds, the tree, the anchor, the Sith and the Rider and then the Sun. This would be communications have landed and there's a breakthrough and then there's arrival and everything is going to be turning out just fine. Work is a little bit, the mice tend to, which the mice and the bear are in the same line up here, but it basically wants to tell us to handle the small problems before they become big problems. So get all your loose ends tied up, dot all your I's, cross all your T's, especially when we're talking about maybe our work offer, because that is the center focus, would be an invitation or an offering or of some sort of an event or an offer. And this would be something that, adds to your day-to-day involvements, okay? And that will affect your lifestyle. So I need for you to pay close attention to this offer that's coming through. And then we've got, the cross one that's in there. That's a lovely card, especially coupled with the sun. But it's a very destined connection or a destined, whatever it is that's taking place. And it definitely needs the attention of, dotting the I's, crossing the T's details, so that no big problems come into the picture. But you are spiritually protected because we've got the cross of bear, which I love to see. But there's definitely some opening up of some knowledge. I do see a friend or a family member in the mix, maybe consultant, sometimes we ask our parents for help. We ask our siblings, our important people in our life. Maybe if you're running into any issues, you could go to them to see if they could help you out. But that's definitely, because we've got the helpful friend too in this mix too. A friend that brings, benefit to you. So I love the picture here, but the only thing is you're going to have to maybe make sure that everything, is handled, because we do have the snake in the mix. So use your smarts, because he's also a little clever card too, and he's real good with maneuvering and diplomacy. When it couples with the snake, though, it could mean addiction. So, I don't know whether that applies to anyone, but just be very careful there, okay? I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you would like a personal reading, please feel free to reach out to me. You are always welcome to call me. Yesterday I gave a reading in my garden, so that was nice. My number, if you would like it, is 810-348-4746. Thanks, and you have a great day.